Great time, and hopefully next.
And maybe even some of us older owners is but I'm back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the arcade. Another edition of the arcade, and today I'm going to be jumping into Child of Light for like the 80th time. I can't say enough about this game. It's like one of my favorite games of this 8th generation. I own it on pretty much, because I own it on my PS4 as well as my Xbox One and my Wii U. The reason why I own it on all three was because of a slight error in judgment on my part. I forgot I had paid for it on my Xbox and went and bought it again on my PS4, not realizing what I had did. So that's why I own it 3 times. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite games. Reminds me a lot of Grandia 2 as far as fighting style goes, which y'all have probably seen my vids on that. But thought I'd jump back into it. I am, if I remember correctly, I'm going to pick up Robert at the point I am in the game. Is that like it's still in the first act when Aurora is still a little girl, and there are going to be spoilers in here because this game's over 2 years old. So yeah, you're gonna have to forgive me if you haven't played it or and you're worried about it. But I'm sorry, this game's been old. So yeah, I just finished the well part. If you just know. So I have Finn, and now I'm about to head to the to the wind wheels. Yeah. Now, if you haven't played the game, the game is pretty much told in a limerick style, which is basically well, not really limerick, but it rhymes a lot. It plays out kind of like a children's story, even though like a lot of the themes in it are definitely not for children. Matter of fact, the way this game opens up with Aurora basically dying, with the main character basically dying, and you find out that she was actually poisoned by her stepmother, which is kind of jacked up. So it's actually a very good story. I would tell anybody to like pick it up and play it. It's not that long. You can beat it in about 12 hours, I would say, like 12 to 16 hours tops. There's a lot of stuff to find. I still haven't 100%ed this game, and it's because there's a couple of them. Like there's a couple of confessions that I haven't been able to find. I've been on like GameFAQs and on YouTube, and like every time the ones that I'm looking for are the ones I already have. So like I'm missing 2 confessions on here, and I don't know where they are. There's a lot of oculi to find, and oculi is your basic way of giving your character buffs or whatever. Little things like that. Like I said, it's a strong game for a digital release, quick game, because it's made by Michael Ansell's team at Ubisoft. I don't know why they haven't done or talked about doing a sequel. The last I read about it was that they had made more than enough money to do so, and I'm still hoping that we get a sequel to this, because like I said, this is one of my favorite games of this generation, actually, of the 8th generation. So this should be fun. Let's see. Wildfire will take care of it. Oh, and when you get up in level, when you play this game again, even on hard mode, I found that it's once you hit a certain level, you're pretty much God mode. So I'm pretty much on God mode at this point. Boom. See? God mode. One hit of quitters. But the bosses can still be tough, which is kind of interesting how they did that. Like the bosses are still going to be a little bit of a problem, depending. There's one thing. You gotta like spend your time flying around to find stuff, because you will miss a lot of things, especially if you don't fly high and. Okay. Come down. Alright, let's go down. Oh, nothing more. Sometimes you'll be able to find stuff in cracks and crevices you just don't ever know, like this one. See? Hence why you have to go everywhere. Alright. Okay, so some more down here. Ah, nice. And I'll go past you, and I'll open this up. And then I'll kill you. Let's see. Yep, wildfire to do it. We'll go /all and some wildfire. Come on. Not him. Dang it. Okay. Got both of you, and I'm gonna say, hold on, man. I just hit you. And give him a little bit of health back too. Oh, he's not dead. Nice. Huh. Cool. I could have sworn I was going to take him out. And now let's go in here. Let's see what's down here. Shall we? Okay, gust the wind. Come on. Alright, gotta count this out. There we go. Alright. Rough emerald. There we go. And we keep pushing. Nice. Got some magic stardust. Probably need to open it for this one, huh? And boom. There's a lot of those little doors like that around here. I wonder if there's anything down. Oh, and this should tell me where I'm going. Left to the plains of Rambert. Oh yeah, this is the part that I hate, because you have to time this. Like that. And it's always a good idea to use Igniqueous, because he doesn't have to worry about stuff like this. And oh, we go. There we go. Right here. Ruby. That fence. And here we go again. Alright, now I should be close to the plains. Yep, there you go. To the plains of Rambert. Alright. I think I'll stop when I get to the wind wheel. If I'm not mistaken, I'm about to pick up the older sister, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I'm mistaken, so I think I'm about to pick up the older sister. It should be all fun and games, considering. Yep. And I have to say, I do like how they do their chapter breaks and how the narration comes in from time to time. It's actually pretty freaking decent. That's why I don't. This is one game that I wish would have got like a full on release and not like a digital one. I guess you could say would be what I'm trying to get at, because this game actually is a whole lot of fun and has a very deep story. I wonder what it would have been like if they would have had like a full, I don't know what, 40 to 80 hour game. Because this reminds me of the old school, back in the late 90s, early 2000s game RPGs where not everything had to be 5,000 hours. So most of those games then were like between 60 and 80 or something like that, depending on how good you were. And this kind of reminds me of that a lot. Let me see. There we go. Time to fight a troll. And surprise. You're surprised. Okay, cool. This is gonna be fun. Wildfire for all, please. And a slash for all. Got him. Now it's just one-on-one. And that thing is powerful. So, defend and defend. I have no idea what he's gonna do. Knew it. Knew it. Alright, so let's light him up with some starlight. And the strongest thing you got, which is some lightning. Huh. He is surprisingly resilient. Okay. Not that much, I guess. And I'm up to 87. This is gonna be awesome. Trying to level this thing up to 100. See how long it's gonna take me to get to 100. Huh, interesting. Oh yeah, it's in it. No, that yeah. I think it's. If I'm not mistaken, that thing should be like on the other side of them. Whoa. Ah, I hate when I do that. Yep, there's Nora. The hair fix on this game is off the chain. I've never seen hair that flows like that. Yeah. I think she just told you were dead. That is one thing I did like her because she has some very good moves um, in the game in game that help you out. Like she has like a lot of little things you can use that'll really help you against like some of the boss enemies. But yeah, there's a twist to her that you should see coming if you play any RPG ever, or you're a fan of the JRPG genre. You should see what's gonna happen. You should know something was up. So that being said, I did enjoy using her character a lot because it was especially a very, especially move wise anyway. She helped out a lot on a couple of the bosses that you have to fight. And once again, I can't say this enough. The artwork on this game is freaking amazing. I kind of like how everything is done. So I think I'm just gonna stop it here because I'm at 17 minutes now. So I'm just gonna give it a stop here and hope you guys have enjoyed this gameplay of Child of Light. Once again, it's one of my recommendations for any system. If you have a chance, especially if you're a fan of JRPGs or you're a fan of like quick games that you can play that's easy to pick up and a good story, I would suggest picking this one up on whatever system you have. So hope y'all guys enjoyed the vid, and I'll catch you guys on the next arcade vid. Peace out, peeps.